The MGM cyberattack is crazier than you think. An international hacker gang named ALPHV, or BlackCat, is responsible for the cyberattack on MGM Resorts servers. The hackers did this by finding MGM's IT employee on LinkedIn. The group then called the MGM's internal help desk, acting as that employee. Pretending to have difficulties with the system, the hackers obtained enough information to gain backdoor access into MGM's servers. This phone call lasted less than 10 minutes. Once the hackers accessed the server, they compromised that employee's user and administrator account. This allowed them to remove antivirus software and set up malicious objects, enabling them to deploy the malware. This malware was detected on MGM servers on Sunday night, September 10th. BlackCat requested MGM to pay an unknown amount of ransom, but MGM refused. Caesars Entertainment was recently hacked by the same group, costing them a whopping $15 million of a requested $30 million ransom. Caesars Entertainment cooperated with BlackCat hackers, resulting in uninterrupted business. Immediately following the ransom request, MGM decided to shut down their systems and switch to manual operations. Shortly after, the outages at MGM properties began. On Monday, September 11th at 8:27 a.m., MGM issued a statement notifying the public of the cyber attack. 19 of MGM properties are affected. This chaos means MGM's losing about $13 million every day. Do you think MGM should have paid the ransom like Caesars Entertainment did? Let me know in the comments. Shocking twist in the MGM cyber attack. On Thursday, September 14th, Caesars Entertainment said in a report to the SEC that the driver's license and social security numbers for a significant number of members of the Caesars Rewards program were copied by the cyber attack hackers. This is the largest loyalty program in the gaming industry with more than 65 million members. Scattered Spider, a subgroup of the ALPHV or BlackCat ransomware gang, is now claiming responsibility for the cyber attack on both Caesars Entertainment and MGM Resorts servers. ALPHV, or BlackCat, is an international hacker gang that provide other bad actors a ransomware as a service, or RAS, an affiliate hacking program on the dark web. On Thursday, September 14th at 4:59 a.m., MGM released a statement that they are still working on resolving this cyber attack issue. ATMs, credit card machines, slot machines, guest registrations, hotel check-ins, websites for all properties, rewards apps, and internal systems have all been affected by the attack. MGM executives reassured its employees will get paid on time. However, timekeeping and payroll systems are currently affected by this cyber attack. Are you a Caesars Rewards member? Let me know in the comments. The hacker group behind MGM's cyber attack, ALPHV, has spoken. This is their full statement. Statement on MGM Resorts International. Setting the record straight. We have made multiple attempts to reach out to MGM Resorts International, MGM. As reported, MGM shut down computers inside their network as a response to us. We intend to set the record straight. No ransomware was deployed prior to the initial takedown of their infrastructure by their internal teams. MGM made the hasty decision to shut down each and every one of their OctaSync servers after learning that we had been lurking on their Okta agent servers, sniffing passwords of people whose passwords couldn't be cracked from their domain controller hash dumps, resulting in their Okta being completely locked out. Meanwhile, we continued having super administrator privileges to their Okta, along with global administrator privileges to their Azure tenant. They made an attempt to evict us after discovering that we had access to their Okta environment, but things did not go according to plan. On Sunday night, MGM implemented conditional restrictions that barred all access to their Okta, mgmresorts.okta.com, environment due to inadequate administrative capabilities and weak incident response playbooks. Their network has been infiltrated since Friday. Due to their network engineers' lack of understanding of how the network functions, network access was problematic on Saturday. They then made the decision to take offline seemingly important components of their infrastructure on Sunday. After waiting a day, we successfully launched ransomware attacks against more than 100 ESX1 hypervisors in their environment on September 11th after trying to get in touch but failing. This was after they brought in external firms for assistance in containing the incident. In our MGM victim chat, a user suddenly surfaced a few hours after the ransomware was deployed. As they were not responding to our emails with the special link provided, in order to prevent other IT personnel from reading the chats, we could not actively identify if the user in the victim chat was authorized by MGM leaders HIP to be present. We posted a link to download any and all exfiltrated materials up until September 12th. On September 13th, in the same discussion. Since the individual in the conversation did not originate from the email, but rather from the hypervisor note, as was already indicated, we were unable to confirm whether they had permission to be there. To guard against any unneeded data leaking, we added a password to the data link we provided them. 2 passwords belonging to senior executives were combined to create the password, which was clearly hinted to them with asterisks on the bulk of the password characters, so that the authorized individuals would be able to view the files. The employee IDs were also provided for the 2 users for identification purposes. The user has consistently been coming into the chat room every several hours, remaining for a few hours, and then leaving. About 7 hours ago, we informed the chat user that if they do not respond by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will post a statement. Even after the deadline passed, they continued to visit without responding. We are unsure if this activity is automated, but would likely assume it is a human checking it. We are unable to reveal if PII information has been exfiltrated at this time. If we are unable to reach an agreement with MGM, and we are able to establish that there is PII information contained in the exfiltrated data, we will take the first steps of notifying Troy Hunt from haveibeenpawned.com. He is free to disclose it in a responsible manner if he so chooses. We believe MGM will not agree to a deal with us. Simply observe their insider trading behavior. You believe that this company is concerned for your privacy and well-being while visiting one of their resorts? We are not sure about anyone else, but it is evident from this that no insiders have purchased any stock in the past 12 months. While 7 insiders have sold shares for a combined $33 million. This corporation is riddled with greed, incompetence, and corruption. We recognize that MGM is mistreating the hotel's customers and really regret that it has taken them 5 years to get their act together. Other lodging options, including casinos, are undoubtedly open and happy to assist you. At this point, we have no choice but to criticize VX Underground for falsely reporting events that never happened. We typically consider their information to be highly reliable and timely, but we did not attempt to tamper with MGM's slot machines to spit out money because doing so would not be to our benefit and would decrease the chances of any sort of deal. The rumors about teenagers from the US and UK breaking into this organization are still just that, rumors. We are waiting for these ostensibly respected cybersecurity firms who continue to make this claim to start providing solid evidence to support it. Starting to the actors' identities, as they are so well versed in them, the truth is that these specialists find it difficult to delineate between the actions of various threat groupings. Therefore, they have grouped them together. 2 wrongs do not make a right, thus they chose to make false attribution claims, and then leak them to the press when they are still unable to confirm attribution with high degrees of certainty after doing this. The tactics, procedures, and indicators of compromise, TPs, used by the people they blame for the attacks, are known to the public and are relatively easy for anyone to imitate. The Alpha ransomware group has not before privately or publicly claimed responsibility for an attack before this point. Rumors were leaked from MGM Resorts International by unhappy employees or outside cybersecurity experts prior to this disclosure. Based on unverified disclosures, news outlets made the decision to falsely claim that we had claimed responsibility for the attack before we had. We still continue to have access to some of MGM's infrastructure. If a deal is not reached, we shall carry out additional attacks. We continue to wait for MGM to grow a pair and reach out as they have clearly demonstrated that they know where to contact us.